God, my glasses are dirty. Oh. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is Emily here, and today we're gonna be testing out some new makeup that I just got from Ulta and TJ Maxx. I also wanted to give a bit of a life update on like how I'm doing, how things are going, because it's been a long time since I uploaded on my channel. Let's get started. My stupid mirror is ginormous. Okay, so it's probably gonna be a hand mirror day, I think. That's better. Sorry, it's been a while since I filmed, so I'm like, oh. First thing I got is the Bubble Clean Landing Daily Purifying Spray. It's for after cleansing. You can use it in the morning and at night. And this is supposed to be really great for like redness, irritation, and like it's also antimicrobial too. So yeah, we're gonna use that today before I do my primer. I really like the mister on this. It's a nice kind of fine mist. So that's really nice. I'm just gonna pack that in. That feels really nice. Yeah, so it's been a long time since I uploaded on here, but a lot of stuff has changed. I'm not sure when I last uploaded was. It's probably been at least a year. Editing me, put in my last video up here, please. I had weight loss surgery last year. I also got a boyfriend and he's moved in with me, so that's really nice. That's why my room's a bit of a mess back here. I'm also living in an apartment with my sister, which is really nice. But we're gonna be moving out probably in October, just because me and my boyfriend wanna have our own place soon. Sorry, I'm just taking my stuff out of my little Ulta bag here. Yeah, and then I also want to go through like my current kind of makeup routine too, because it's changed quite a bit. There's still products that I like to use, but there's also some new stuff that I've kind of thrown in the mix. So for primer today, I'm going to be using the Supergoop Glow Screen SPF 40 in the shade Dawn. You can see like, I don't know if you can see like through the light at all, but like it's like right down here. So I've been using this a lot this summer. I have to shake mine up because like the oil kind of separates a little bit. But this is like a super gorgeous product. It provides, you know, sunscreen, but it's also glowy, and it's a makeup primer as well. And adds like just a touch of a tint as well. So yeah, first let's talk about my weight loss surgery. So I've struggled with my weight all my life. And, you know, I've always been made fun of for like being the chubby girl in school and stuff like that. But my weight really started to get kind of out of hand when COVID happened, and then also when like my chronic illnesses like started happening and flaring up. If you don't know, I had endometriosis and adenomyosis and PCOS and like possibly POTS. Maybe some like hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and it got really bad like maybe a year or two ago, and my weight went up because I wasn't as, you know, active. I got depressed, and like my diet got really bad too. So yeah, I got up to about 315 pounds, which I am not proud of, and I was very depressed. I was very, you know, I was eating my feelings a lot. I decided I want to have weight loss surgery. I want to turn this around. And so I had that surgery in March of, I think, 2025. The surgery went great. The program that I did, they had a really great like pre-surgery education, like nutritional thing going on. So they told me about like all the risks, like the risk of like addiction transfer and stuff like that. They were really helpful with that. Next, I'm going in with the Glossier Stretch Concealer in the shade G12. You can see mine has a lot of pan in it. I'm thinking of making a video where I just use products that have like pan in it or are almost gone. I think that'd be really fun. I'm going in with a Trixie Cosmetics P09 brush. It's a nice big like paddle concealer brush. I really like this product because it has a bit of a peachy undertone, So it's also like a color corrector at the same time. And then I like to put a little bit on my forehead and down my nose just to like contour and highlight a little bit. And then I do have some redness like around my nostrils, so I like to just pat that on there with whatever leftover product there is. Then I'm gonna go in with a little bit more for my chin, just because I have a little bit of redness. And sometimes I like to go here too if I have extra product. Yeah, so my weight went up, and then I had the surgery, which went really well. It's really funny. I was in the hospital where I had the surgery, and afterwards I remember just being like so overwhelmed with like the amount of like water and protein shakes that I had to have afterwards, because like my stomach shrunk down to the size of like maybe like a quarter cup, like a measuring cup, because of all the swelling and stuff. Now I'm just blending out my concealer with a Paw sponge from Shop Miss A. I love these sponges, they're so good. I should use my mirror. I remember sitting there and I felt like Marion in the first Indiana Jones movie where she's like taking shots. Do you remember that part? And she's just like, so basically I was taking shots of like water and protein shakes and stuff like that. And it was so overwhelming because I got full so fast, and it was just like a total different feeling than like what being full normally meant for me. It was just really crazy. What are we doing next? I have a new blush that I want to use, but first I'm gonna put on a bronzer. This was from Tower 28. This is the Bronzino in Suncoast. It's a really glowy bronzer. You can see I've made quite a dip in that like recently. And then I'm gonna go in with an e.l.f. buffing foundation brush. This is my favorite brush for like cream and liquid bronzer. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Come on, Emily, use your brain. Came home, I was on a purely liquid diet. So I was only having like protein shakes and water, basically. And then I was allowed to start blending my food to make it like a puree. And I had to water it down so it could go through the tines of a fork. Yeah, so that was pretty crazy. So I was having like, I think like 3 tablespoons per meal, which was not a lot. But man, all the water, the calorie deficit, the protein, I dropped weight so fast. I think I lost like 30 pounds in like a month and a half, which is like crazy. Next, I'm gonna go in with some powder. This is probably gonna end up in that makeup that I've hit pan on video. This is the Essence All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder. I'm just gonna take that on a powder puff. This one's from e.l.f., but you can use any brand if you want. So I'm just gonna kind of swirl it in there, try and get those little edges of powder, and just set my face. Yeah, so I dropped weight really fast. I did have like a pretty big plateau from like August to like May or June. And I've started losing weight again, and total I'm down like 65, 70 pounds, which is really great. So I'm still a little ways away from my goal weight, which is totally fine. And I'm also hoping that with my new job that I just got, that I will be able to have a more consistent and healthier diet, because I've been like kind of hopping around from job to job after my weight loss surgery. So I worked at JCPenney for a little bit. I was working in the beauty department, obviously. Then I was working at Ulta, and then I was working at like a local church for like their like admin stuff, while also doing some like medical billing, like data entry work on the side. And I just got a new job literally like maybe 2 days ago for a medical office that does like facial surgery and stuff like that, like facial and dental surgery. So I'm gonna be a receptionist there. It is a little bit of a commute for me. It's about half an hour to like 40 minutes. which really isn't that bad because like I've commuted to school and other jobs longer before. Yeah, so I'm hoping with the new job I can be more consistent with my diet because, you know, when I was hopping around from job to job and I was working retail, which is really stressful, I was, you know, eating out more. I was eating more emotionally because I was stressed out. Next, I'm gonna go in with some more bronzer just because I feel like I need a little extra. It's the Buttermelt bronzer from NYX in the shade All Butted Up. Another one that I hit pan on. Maybe this is the video where I just hit pan on everything. So I'm going in with a Wet n Wild, like kind of angled brush. This is my favorite brush for bronzer. Just a little on my big ass forehead. So yeah, I've been kind of hopping around from job to job and I'm really hoping that this one sticks because I just really need some consistency. Yeah, I liked working at Ulta and JCPenney, but JCPenney was always just so slow because, to be honest, the company's kind of dying. Oh, sorry, I was just buffing in and kind of blending out my foundation, not my foundation, my bronzer with this Jeffree Star X Morphe brush, the JS one. It's just a nice kind of powder buffing brush, so I'm just kind of blending that out a little bit. Okay, it's coffee time. Courtesy of my boyfriend. Okay, so this new product that I'm gonna be trying is the CoverGirl True Blend Skin Enhancer. It's in the shade Rose Latte. It's this really pretty kind of marbled baked formula. It's kind of like a dupe for like the Hourglass blushes. So I'm really excited to use this. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this Trixie Cosmetics Y15 brush. This is like a bronzer and like a blush brush. I'm just gonna go into that and see what we think. It's definitely on the sheer side, I would say. Ooh, that's pretty though. It has like a little bit of like a luminosity to it, which I like. Yeah, that's pretty. Let's put a little bit on our nose. Oh, that's like the perfect amount of pigment for the nose too. I like that. This is definitely gonna be a product that I use more because I really like that. Probably over like a cream blush because I usually like a more like blushed look. This is really nice. I really like it. I got a boyfriend, which is crazy because I've only ever had like one other boyfriend before. So we met on Hinge. We met online and we met up, I think in July of last year. And then we made things official, I think July 20th. So we just passed our 1-year anniversary, which is so great. He made me this little like photo book with like a bunch of photos of us and like memories of our first year together for our anniversary. Oh, I almost forgot. I'm using the Brow Pop Dual Action Defining Pencil from Kosas. I think this is the shade Brown Black. This is another product that I'm almost out of. So I really like this brow product and I really like my boyfriend. He is super nice and I'm really glad to have him in my life. He moved in with me about 2 or 3 months ago. So that's why I have some, you know, guy stuff over here. Bunch of books and stuff like that. But obviously I still have some girly pink things in here too. So we're gonna be moving out probably in October of this apartment. And I'm hoping that we can find a 2 or 3 bedroom house to rent. We can have like an office slash like game room because it's really into like vintage retro gaming and stuff like that. So I'm just going in and defining my brows. And then I'm gonna just kind of brush through with the spoolie. Awesome. Next, let's do some brow gel. I'm gonna use the Kosas one. It's the Air Brow. I just have the clear one, but mine's gotten a little tinted because I put it on over a pencil. What have I talked about so far? I talked about the weight loss surgery, my boyfriend. I talked about jobs. What else is going on? With the new job, I am getting a pay increase, which I'm really excited about. So it'll make it a lot easier for me and my boyfriend to afford whatever little house that we find here in my hometown. Okay, so brows are on, face is on. Next, let's do eyes. I'm gonna be using the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly as my eye primer. Fun fact, you can like kind of reactivate these if they get dry by using like an eye cream or a moisturizer. Just make sure it's like nice and clean too. You can see I have a huge dip in this, so. And then I'm just going in with a concealer brush from Real Techniques. As you can see, I've been using this for the eye primer. And I'm just gonna put that on my little eyelid. So I'm hoping that with this new job, I might be able to like upload a little more consistently, because like with retail, the schedule is just straight dookie. Yeah, being able to upload on here more would be really nice, because I love makeup, I love beauty, and it'll be a fun little hobby to have. So I did get a new eyeshadow to try out today. It is from Half Magic. I have a bunch of their shadows already, because I love their formula. It's so good. So this is one of their new shadows in the shade Pixie Problems. It's this nice kind of glittery purple. It's got like kind of silver. It's almost got like kind of a gunmetal vibe, if that makes sense. So we're gonna be using that today. So I'm probably gonna do like a purple and green eye look because I want to match my shirt a little bit. I might use this palette from Trixie Cosmetics. This is the Queen Pin palette. It's got some really nice kind of earthy like fall tones to it. It's got some nice purples and greens and oranges. So I think I might use that today with the new eyeshadow. Let me find a brush that isn't too dirty. Okay, so first shade I'm gonna go in with is Ball Buster. So I'm going in with another Jeffree Star Morphe brush, the JS6. So I'm just going in with that shade Ball Buster. This is the time I need my mirror. I'm just gonna work that into the crease today. Ooh, also, I got diagnosed with ADHD. Which, like, is that really a surprise seeing my videos? Not really. So, yeah, I got evaluated, I think in 2024, I think? Yeah, 2024, I got evaluated. I also got evaluated for autism, because I have some suspicions about myself and, like, how I work and how my brain works. And my boyfriend definitely thinks that I have autism, but I'm still not sure. I did get evaluated for it, and the psychologist said,
"You're too smart to have autism."
First of all, you. Second of all, that is such an ableist and awful thing to say. Like, not all people that have autism have like an intellectual disability. So like, the fact that a psychologist said this to me is like crazy. So am I showing signs of autism or not? Because like the intelligence part, that's a completely different thing. That's a completely different thing. So like, could you do your job, please? And like my parents, God bless them, they paid out of pocket for that evaluation, and I feel a little bad that I wasn't able to get like the answers that I was looking for, or to have like my questions like answered. Whoops. Okay, knocking everything over. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in with the shade Bumper Buddies, just on that same brush, and I'm gonna work that a little tighter in my crease. Yeah, so I got diagnosed with the ADHD. It is the inattentive type, so that means that it's like kind of daydreamy, like not being able to focus. It's not like the hyperactive type, which is like the stereotypical ADHD. But yeah, so I've tried a couple medications for it, and so far nothing's really worked, which is a little frustrating. I am on a current one called, I think it's called Catbay, something like that. And it's a non-stimulating one because I have like some heart issues. Like, it's mostly just I get palpitations sometimes. So we're trying the non-stimulating ones first. And I think the insurance prefers that you do it that way too. Yeah, the insurance prefers that you do the non-stimulating ones first before you try the stimulating ones. So, okay, now let's go in with that Half Magic shade. Why did I bring that so far in towards my nose? I don't know why I did that. So let's go in with this shade on the lid. I'm just gonna go in with my finger. That's how I prefer to use these shadows, it's just with my finger. Pretty sparkly. Oh, that is really nice. I love the finish of these shadows. They're just so pretty. I kind of want to just put it all over my eye and just do like kind of a little editorial shimmer look. Stunning. Okay, this is a hit. This is definitely going in my everyday makeup because that is stunning. Love these shadows. Okay, that's another thing. I've had like a lot of like vocal stimming lately, which is like also one of the reasons that like I think I might have autism, and also just the way my brain like works and my need for order and schedule and all that. So yeah. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Cottage Cheese. I know this was like really viral a couple years ago. Everybody was using it for their inner corners and stuff like that, but I'm still doing it. Don't be mad. Like, that is just so pretty. And I love like, it has like almost like a clear white base to it. So it like goes over other shadows really well, and it picks up a little bit of like the color tone of it. I'm just gonna put that under my brow bone as well. And then I like to like kind of blend it out with my finger. See how it like picks up a little bit of that pinky purple there? Just so it's not so harsh. Oh, I almost forgot. I was gonna do green on the under eye. Okay, so we're going back in with the Queen Pin. I'm gonna go in with the shade On a Roll on a smaller brush. So next I'm gonna go in with the Morphe M506 brush, and I'm going into the shade On a Roll, which is right there. Just gonna put that under my lash line, kind of smoke it out a little bit. Yeah, this is more of like kind of a greeny, mustardy kind of color. Oh, I just poked myself in the eye. Oh. If you're not making funny faces while you're doing your makeup, why are you really doing your makeup? And then I'm gonna go in with this shade Alley Cat right here. I'm gonna do that a little bit tighter under my eye, just for a little hint of green. Yeah, baby. I love doing like bold eyeshadow looks that like look a little questionable, and then once you throw on some mascara and some liner, it's just like, love it. I love it when that happens. Okay, I'm gonna clean off my brush a little bit and then go back and blend those two colors together a little more. Just going back in with On a Roll and blending that out. Actually, me and my boyfriend we went bowling like 2 days ago. And this is a bowling themed palette. The universe. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of liner. I'm gonna use this ColourPop cream gel liner. It's one of their multi-chrome ones. And it's the shade Wild Idea. This is a really pretty like dark green multi-chrome. It's just so stunning. And it has this like beautiful like yellow flip to it. Like, look at that. That is just, oh, it's so pretty. And then next I'm going to put on a little bit of highlighter. I'm gonna be using this Nabla Skin Glazing powder in Ozone. This, I've had this since like 2019, I think. Like, it might be time to retire her. She's a little old now. I'm going in with an unlabeled brush. It's just like a nice big fluffy brush. I like to use it for highlighter. It's like my favorite highlighter brush. I think I've had this brush since like high school. What the fuck was that? I don't know what the fuck that was. On the nose. Next I'm gonna be trying out the Tier makeup. I can't talk. Next I'm gonna be trying out the Tier Mask Fit Makeup Fixer. That took me a couple times to say. So I'm just gonna shake that up. I'm gonna test out this spray real quick and make sure it like works. That's a nice mist. Let's try that out and see how we like it. I like to drown my face in a setting spray a little bit. And then I'm just taking a little hand fan, and I like to fan my face while that dries. So yeah, back to the ADHD thing. I've been trying a couple medications. I'm trying Capve right now, which is a non-stimulating one. I don't know if it's working, to be honest. Like, I feel like it helps with like my anxious, like racing thoughts quite a bit, but it also makes me feel like woozy and like dizzy and almost like feeling high. And like, I don't know if I want that. I don't know if I want to feel high like while driving or like at work. It's just, ugh. And it makes me so tired too, like right after I take it. So I think I'm gonna talk to my psychiatrist and see if we can try something different. I feel like I've been able to tolerate caffeine more, so I might be able to try like a stimulating one and see if that works. Sorry, my phone ran out of storage. Anyway, as I was saying, I was looking at the fixing spray and how that is looking, and it is looking really nice. It is a nice, like, kind of natural finish. It's not too matte or like too dewy, so I really like that. I might try using this as like also like a powder melting spray, because it feels hydrating, but it also feels like it's locking stuff in. So yeah, that is nice. Next, let's do some mascara. This is just one that I've been using a lot. I'm gonna go with the Shiseido eyelash curler. This is my favorite eyelash curler. It is so good. Yeah, when I worked at Ulta, this is like the eyelash curler that I would recommend to my customers. It's my favorite. And I've had this one for like at least like 3 or 4 years. And like I'll like clean it and like refresh it. But like this thing is still going. It's still going strong. Like look at that. Look at that nice curl. It's beautiful. And then I'm gonna go with my favorite mascara. This is the Tower 28 Make Waves mascara in the shade Jet Black. If I can open it. I tend to like mascaras that have this kind of wand where it's like the plastic kind of rubbery material and then it has like a curve to it. I feel like it hugs my lashes really well and gives me a lot of length and curl. I used to be all about like volume in my mascaras, like especially like middle and high school, but now I've realized that like length is what I really like. It's really interesting to me how like our makeup preferences like change over time. I love like looking back on like old videos of like creators I watch and see like how their style has changed, like color preferences, finish preferences, just product preferences. It's just really interesting to me. Maybe that's part of my hyperfixation with makeup and beauty. Okay, let's do those on the bottom too. I love bottom lash mascara. It's so pretty. It opens up the eyes and like gives this like, I don't know, like doe-eyed look. I love it. It's just so pretty. Okay, next we have some new products. This is the e.l.f. Main Stain Lip Marker. I think I got the shade Hot Vine, which is like kind of a dark kind of like cherry brown kind of color. So it has like a really interesting tip. Like it's thin one way, but then thick the other. So I'm gonna use this to line and then fill in my lips. I wish the felt tip was a little softer. It's like a little hard. I really like this color though, it's really pretty. Because this is a stain, it is gonna like stick to like dry patches, so it is a little bit patchy on me just because like my lips are a little bit dry, but that's fine. It's just how stains are. Yeah, but that's nice. Okay, and then next I'm gonna be going in with this Fenty Beauty lip oil that I got at TJ Maxx. I got it for a nice little deal of $10. This is the shade Rose Amber, so 03. It's a really pretty, like, kind of taupey shade, but it has these, like, purple sparkles in it, which is really pretty. So let's see how that looks on top of the lip stain liner. Feels very comfortable, too, very hydrating. I'm not sure if this lip goes with the eye look, but we're gonna work with it today. Okay, time for some glasses and some earrings, and then we can discuss the final look. Earrings are on and I am all ready to go. So let's go through what I tried out today and see what we think. So first I tried out the Bubble Clean Landing Daily Purifying Spray. Since this is a skincare item, I can't really give like a good like review on it yet. But first impressions, this is really nice. It feels like very hydrating on the skin. It doesn't feel like too astringent or anything like that. Yeah, so I'm really excited to see how this works out for me and see if it can help with like blemishes, redness, and irritation for me. Next, I use the CoverGirl True Blend Skin Enhancer Blush in the shade Rose Latte, and I think I really like it. It is a little more sheer than I'm used to, but for an everyday look, I think it's really pretty. And I love like the finish of it too. I love that it's a little bit luminous. The next product that I use is the Half Magic eyeshadow in Pixie Problems. This is just a really nice eyeshadow. I love this formula. It's stunning on the eyes. You can also use the lighter shades for like highlighter as well. These are just stunning. I just love these. They're so good. They're a great formula. They last like all day and they give like just this beautiful sparkle. So I'm really happy to have this new color in my collection. My phone ran out of storage again. So the next product that I used is the Tier Mask Fit Makeup Fixer. So far I'm really liking how it feels. It's a nice kind of natural finish. Have to see how this wears, but so far I'm really liking it. It feels very lightweight on the face. It feels like I have barely anything on. So yeah, I will leave a little pin comment in the comments down below and see how this lasts throughout the day. And then I tried out the Main Stain Lip Marker from e.l.f. in the shade Hot Vine. So far I kind of like it. It is a little bit patchy because it is a lip stain, so maybe if I just stick to only having it on the lip line, it might look a little bit better because I tend to have like a dry patch, like kind of in the center of my lip. So I like the color a lot. I just don't know if it goes with this look really. But yeah, the color is really nice and I like it. And I tested it on my hand last night and it did stay on for like a good couple hours. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this lasts, and I will also leave that pinned comment and say how this worked out. And then last but not least, I tried out the Fenty Beauty Lip Oil in the shade Rose Amber. I really like the color. It goes well with the lip liner. I don't know if it goes well with the look necessarily, but yeah, it's a really nice finish. It feels nice and hydrating, so I'm looking forward to having this in my collection. So yeah, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye-bye.